Hello, internet. I wanted to do a quick video where just I give a quick update because I haven't given an update in a while. Not since the police video, which is kind of awkward. Like something happened to me, nothing happened. I kind of quit the challenge, and then a lot of stuff's been happening. So I'll give a general update on thoughts and life and everything. I will say, jumping out the window and just doing a 75-day challenge, coming from scratch was ambitious. Was not able to get it done, but I was able to get one new habit, which is drinking water. And I've been pretty good about drinking water. I've been drinking like a gallon a day, and I've been drinking creatine. So that's been good. I still need to build in working out. Obviously, every day I've been working on the clothing brand and doing all this stuff. That's the other thing I wanted to get on and talk about, just riff on a little bit. I've been going through a lot of material online. Specifically, I've been going through this. There's a guy named Oren Meets World, and then it's called Sweat Equity Podcast. But I've been going through these few influencer people, and really, one of the interesting things about those pods is that it exposes you to a bunch of brands and people that I literally don't know about, and so it helps. It helps just give context, like what are people doing, what have people done, and it refreshes you on stories that I did know. Like I knew the stuff about that Yeti or not Yeti, whatever the drink holder thing. I forget the name of that cup. It's the super famous cup it was in the car. Funny how I remember their competitor, but I don't remember them. But Stanley. I knew that story, but it's good to hear about them again. But again, they go over a lot of clothing brands in that little podcast. So I've been going through, listening to it, and it got me thinking a lot about my own brand and what I'm going to do with it. And I was looking up, I actually looked up We Peacock, and I didn't separate the two words. But as far as keeping it together, we have SEO. My website is listed. It is on SEO. So, that's cool. I do think the alternate name, Peacock West, would probably be listed on Google as well. But We Peacock is listed, and I do think it works. It doesn't not work. I'm for and against it, but I think, I've sweetened up to it a little bit, I don't know. What else? Yeah, I was thinking, because all my designs right now are Western designs. And I was looking at a couple Western creators, and I was going to say, I'm not a Western guy, okay? I'm fully LARPing, fully in the community, but not of it. I am fully wearing clothes, and I have never ridden a horse. I don't even know if I've probably touched a horse once, but I've never touched, I don't know if I've touched a cow. Do you know what I mean? I've never done any of that. I'm not hard. I've never done any of this stuff. But I love the style. And I don't own cowboy boots, but I own some boots. So, but that being said, so to go after the existing kind of cowboy crowd, I don't know about that because they like oversized shirts, and I'm a slim fit dude. I'm not wearing oversized shit. The fuck we wearing oversized shirts for? I want my sleeves fitted. I want my shirt fitted. So, but I was thinking about the branding, and I was thinking of even the strategy and even the content strategy, and locally. And I will say, as you dig deeper into, the content research and just you're scrolling and you're seeing people, and you do see you find all the other brands that are doing shit basically the same, very fucking close to what I'm doing. And it's disheartening in one way where you're like, it's competition, but it's also, hey, if somebody's buying it, that means that people like it, right? And that means there are different markets, but I do think the market that I would be after more, well, as a thought, so my thoughts for content were that I would take over city by city. And I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be marketing toward a person, but I would just be producing content. So my couple ideas for content, I had one idea, which is like man versus the clothes. Is it the man or is it the clothes? And we would walk over to people and we'd say like, hey, try to go talk to those two girls, try to get their numbers, and then try to get their numbers with this, with this coat on, or with this fit on, something like that. That's an idea. I'd probably go through a few iterations. I don't know how to make that clean. I don't know how to make it clean, but I can see how I can see the energy of it, because you can integrate that with the POV pickup stuff that I've seen lately. So there could be a couple angles to hit with that, where you're hitting the guys who want to talk to girls, you're hitting just general entertainment, so you're hitting that that market of guys who want to talk to girls. Now, do I want to alienate? Do I want to focus? I think initially we do want to focus on the men, because it is what it is. I don't know what I have to offer women. It's cute. It matches. Initially. So that's a one idea for content. The other idea. So I have like three guys in mind, three black guys that in mind. I know one's local. The other two, I don't know where they live, but that could rock the stuff. Now, one of the things that I'm a little bit against is this concept called influencer seeding, but just doing influencer shit, and that's basically where you send influencers free shit, and you try to incentivize them with some sort of kickback to promote your product. I'm against that just because for some, the clothes, and maybe I need to get disattached a little bit. It's like the clothes mean a lot to me a little bit, and to give it away to somebody who doesn't have the same feel, who doesn't have the same respect, the same vibe, the same love for the clothing as me, it's tough, and I know these influencers, I know these people are getting tons and tons of stuff. So it's like, are they gonna have that respect for my product? And I know my product specifically is one of the ones where it's like, this is a little bit extra flamboyant, like this is a little extra, when are you gonna be wearing this? And so I don't like the idea. It's also wasteful to me. It's wasteful. And also, the products that I'm making, it's like, these aren't cheap. Like the unit cost, I'm looking at, it's like if I want to produce something that's like $300, I got to make it at around, I think the limit is $60. So we got to keep the cost under 60, but it's like, fuck. Wait. I did the math actually. Hold up. Let me see this shit. Do I have the app on here? Yeah, I do. Okay, so for a $300 shirt, the cost would be $75. And for a $200 shirt, the cost would be $50. And that's if we ever want to sell in retail, which I do want to scale to retail someday, maybe sooner than later. So if we want to scale to retail, we have to have, retail usually sells at 2.5 times their costs. So I'm probably selling it 2 times, and then they're multiplying it by 2.5. So it has to be profitable for both sides. And the fabric that I'm using, it's not, and by the way, who knows if I'm allowed to use the fabric that I'm choosing, because really it's, we're talking $30, half of that is a fabric cost. That's a tough sell, man. That's why a lot of shirts are made of, that's why a lot of shirts are made of cotton, cotton spandex. It's a tough to actually, if you want to make it out of some quality recycled fabric, like, you're looking at, because we're going to have to use probably 2.5, 3 yards, probably at least 3 yards of fabric on the shirt. And yeah, 3 times 10 is 30. So that's 30. And then we have to do the snap buttons, which now, the buttons are, I'm looking at, and it's a little ambitious. Like I'm looking at, and we're also doing like the printing cost, Usually if you print on the fabric, it's like an extra $3. Now $3 is not a lot, okay, it's fine, but it's not nothing. So, but it's probably negligible in this case. But if we're looking at custom snap-ons, because I want to make, the product that I'm making, it's like it's gonna be a fit, right? I don't know. That's the other piece. There's gonna be levels. It's like one of the levels is, and there might be seasons to this where it takes a while to build up, and maybe it's the long game where we have to run at, maybe I have to sell it at 2 times the cost. Because I could sell $150 shirt. It's tough, but I could sell a $150 shirt. I think if we can get that cost around $75, I could sell a $150 shirt. That's not too evil. Now we can't go retail at that because they gotta, and I can't undercut retail, but we can list. It's like on the website. It's like if you come in person, we sell it at cost. Basically, we're losing money if you meet us in person, but that's not the point. We're doing promo. If you meet us in person, come down here. We'll give you the shirt for $100. That's what I'm thinking of. Like, we'll give you the shirt for like $175, $150. Now, I understand. It's like, for me, me personally, do I want to spend that amount of bread on a shirt? Not necessarily, but at the same time, am I fully my target market? Yes and no. Yes, because at the end of the day, I see shirts for 150, 100, 110, 100 and 200, and if I didn't have this brand, I'm not, I'd probably be buying that type of stuff, I'd probably be, buying that flamboyant stuff because there's a lot of stuff out there. I'd be one of those fashionistas. Yeah, fashionistas. With the Rick Owens and the different cool things, I don't know what I'd be doing for my free time, but that's what, I'll be flexing fashion-wise with these different brands. Not necessarily like name brand stuff, but there's a lot of smaller brands that got cool stuff. And I've started to find them, and it's cool stuff. But it's, the pleasure I get from like actually making it myself, or making it myself or designing it myself and getting it made in a factory. It's like it's cool. Now, let me tell you right now, this shit will not be factored. It will not be manufactured in America. Nope. It will not be manufactured in America. If I manufacture it here, the cost is gonna be minimum. My costs are probably gonna be like $150 if I manufacture it here. And then, but overseas, potentially it's, half that. So, because the fabric cost is probably gonna be around the same, both ways. But it's it's that damn, the labor. It's just so high. It's so high for, because it's so high for multiple reasons. I think, number one, in America, we don't have, a lot of these places, they don't have the labor-saving technology in the factories that China's developed over the decades. And then number two, of course, they're paying people a lot more. The exchange rate is insane. So, and then also probably there's, people getting paid cheaply in China. Hopefully the people I'm working with aren't one of those people, but, and I'll visit the factories, we'll go there. I don't know when, but I'm still working on the pattern. I'm still working on the final pattern. I've sent in, I'm not working on it. I have a couple people working on it. I have one of the factories local working on it, even though, again, I'm not going to make anything in Arizona. And then I'm getting a second quote online from this other guy. Says it's going to take 4 to 5 hours. He's probably going to be charging like $70 an hour, $75 an hour. It's going to be like $350 for that. To get him to do it. Am I going to pay him to do it? Probably not. But you always get 2 quotes, I guess. Is he going to, or he or she, I don't know what they are. Am I going to pay him? No, probably not. we're probably gonna get somebody else to do it, but it will be good just to get his pricing, just get the vibe. We'll probably meet and just talk a little bit. I don't know. I don't have a plan with this guy. Anyway, that's that. I do want to post more, but I don't really like posting random ass videos. I don't, these type of like rambling, like just, I don't really like posting these. I feel like there should be more effort put into each video. I feel like, I feel like there should be more of a plan, and even the content should be a little bit better. It should just be either more value add or more informational or just something, right? It just be better overall. So I don't like just posting random stuff, but I think as a goal, my goal for August, right? Like in August is around that, end of the 75-day time frame that I was originally doing, I guess. My goal for the end of August was the beginning of August. Man, if I have the pattern done, first sample out, beginning of August, we're somewhere. We're cooking. But if I'm being honest, one of the things about the original, if I'm being honest, I'll tell you what I'm thinking right now. So I submitted to get the pattern done, and I'm kind of regretting one of the changes. I think I need to make another change to the pattern. One of the things in the pattern is the cuff, and right now the cuff is a normal cuff, but in my head, there's one level of, okay, let's keep it simple. Let's do, whatever we need to do to just keep it simple and all that. But on the other level, it's no, the fit needs to be fucking, you know what I mean? Fit needs to be fitting. We didn't come here to fuck spiders, as the Australians say. We came here to, that thing's gotta be fire. Get a pistol cuff going. Don't play games with this nonsense. Why am I not designing a pistol cuff or some sort of similar cool cuff? Why would I default to the bullshit cuff that comes with the thing? Now, but that's probably one extra hour of work for somebody, Ugh. Honestly, this is one of the things that I go back and forth on. I just go back and forth all the time on it. I just, the pattern. Like, what if I do this? What if I do this? What if I do this? It's just, because there's so many options. Because I can see it now, right? Like the cuff, I would, ultimately, I'd probably have do we need a normal cuff? I think, do we need a normal cuff? And I have to rationalize this because I need to not message this lady, okay? Do we need a normal cuff design with a 2-piece sleeve? Yes. So stop. We need that. Submitted. It's all good. But do we also need alternate cuff styles that are interesting and cool? Absolutely. We need to push the cuff styles. Because it's the details. It's the details, that make it, And of course, are we going to be paying money for the samples? Yes, it's going to cost money for sampling, but it's that's fine. I think we need a few factories to make different samples. I need, if it's just an hour for the pattern maker to do each one. Now, I'm supposed to learn some pattern making software. Do I want to personally? No, kind of no. I'd like to draw a picture and say, fucking turn, this is the cuff. Make it possible. And have somebody make it possible, that's where I'm at. That's where the business is at. Yeah, I feel like we're. It feels. I will say everything feels slow. I feel like I should be doing more in general. Always feel like I should be doing more, but I'm doing something. I'm doing something. I am doing something, but could I be doing more? Absolutely. So, I mean, I'm gonna go back inside. My goal, today's Friday. My goal, it is possible for me to finish. I have like 4 shirts in progress right now. I think 3 of them could be finished today. If the 3 are finished today or tomorrow, then I could put these shirts and other ones on Friends and finally, for the first time in a long time, go out fitted as a 4 to 5 man group. That would be cool. That would be fun. And that would and then I could instruct everybody to start selling dreams. And the dream is event end September, follow the We Peacock account, and we just start pushing it. New clothing brand by that guy over there. Follow the account. We'll be announcing the September event. Put a black square on there. Start getting emails or start getting phone numbers for the text. Start getting a text list. That would be interesting. Start collecting phone numbers and emails for a email blast or something like that for the thing. Maybe have people how would you like to be notified about the event? Text sounds nice. That would be cool though. I like that idea because that would be way more calculated. And that would be, yeah. Yeah, because there's no plan for any event, but low key, September I could have shirts available, and I don't know, just pull up to Boondocks, and I don't know. I haven't thought this through, but pull up to Boondocks and just tell people to fucking show up with a wild outfit. I don't know. I don't want to rent the bitch out, but maybe I can get their permission to kind of sponsor something or use their name, get a flyer, promote something. Not official, but I wonder if I could get a DJ. I don't know any local DJs. If you know any local DJs in Arizona, I'm not connected like that. All right. Anyway, that's all. Cheers.